Hello and welcome back to another video. This one's just going to be a nice short one. I'm going to do an update on the Axolotl tank that's next to me here. We only paid about £60 for the tank and the filter, and then the other bits were just what we had left lying around. So it's quite a good little project I had on the go, but I didn't film any of it because it was a bit of a mad rush. I was doing it 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there, so we didn't really have time to get the camera out and film it. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy this one. It's just, like I said, just a quick update on the Axolotl tank. Like and subscribe. So this is the Axolotl tank. Just thought I'd give you a quick update on it. So this is a Fluval 320, I think. I just got the actual tank off Facebook for 30 quid. If it's not a 320, I'll put the description below or on screen of what it was. I have to look at the Facebook messages about it. But yeah, I got it for 30 quid. And I've got a cheap external filter because axolotls don't really like much flow. So I've just got the smallest I could, and then I've put a sponge filter in there. Sorry for the glare. Glare's coming from the plant light up there. The aquascaping book. George Farmer. Yeah, this is my budget friendly axolotl build. I didn't film any of it because I was in a rush to get it done. So yeah, the tank was £30. I can't actually remember how many litres. I think it's about 300 litres. That's why it's a 320. Yeah, it's about 300 litres. So these should have plenty of growing space. As some of you will probably remember, these are my wife's, but they're actually in my office. And they've still got a bare bottom. Don't know if they'll ever put sand in there. I would like to, but don't know if the wife wants it or not. Wait for him to grow up a bit. So yeah, and that's an ornament we put in there for the little one. Yeah, all in all, that tank probably cost me 60 quid. £60. Do you think it needs some more plants in there? A lot of them died off. I'm just going to see if they're down to the rhizome, as you can see there. Still some green, so I'm trying to see if they come back. I have to put in some bigger nubis or something. That's what that's supposed to be, but all that died. Let's see if these grow back. Yeah, healthy little axolotls. Probably about 7 inches now, I think. Maybe 8. And obviously I sit there at my desk, and they just come and look at me over my shoulder really, and when I'm on calls and stuff, see them poking their heads out, asking for food. Proper wet pets these. And then the other thing I've got going on at the moment are the albino cories. I think I started off with about 22, and there's 11 left I think. I think just some of them are weaker and you can't survive. Some of these are quite big, and I can't decide what to do with them. Do I sell them privately? Is it Aqua Exchange? Do I try in a shop? See if they'll take them, or if I can get store credit for them. But this is like a whole nother hobby within the hobby. Raising fry. This is what kept me busy for the past few months and I've not posted so much. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think I should do, whether I should sell them privately or go into like the local fish shop, see if they'd take them. Oh yeah, I've got a few clips of these, so in the future I might put it all together from how I collected the eggs, put them in this tank, and hopefully see what I did with them. So if I sell them privately, then I'll document that as well. You know, how much money I made, if I made any. I don't think I'll make anything. No store credit, whatever. But this is time consuming. Water changes every other day I've been doing. And for the first month and a half it was water changes from the parents' tank. Just to make sure it was all healthy water. And the parents only got 4. And I got all these from them.